everybody. Happy Friday, and welcome to another Diablo 4 PTR testing video. In this one, I level from level 60 to 76 to get myself a nice comparison between live and the PTR so I can give a roughly accurate time to level difference between the two, since it's me playing both characters. Characters have roughly the same, I would say, power level. You know, it's me playing them, so they're not great. So first thing, or roughly the first thing I did, was bump up to World Tier 4, because it seemed like the Helltide was giving me less experience. And one thing I noticed after playing around is once you hit World Tier 4, you can jump directly into the pit, which has level 100 monsters in it. So I got hyper murdered there, but it's available. So I'm wondering if there's some cheeky little power leveling strats, maybe. Maybe get a higher level friend to zoop you through there, gain a little quick leveling. At level 60, I think I was able to kill one skeleton, maybe two, and then I was dead. So definitely not worth it. So as I was poking around the map and seeing between the pit and what other activities I could do, I jumped right to Helltide, because I was like, yeah, Helltide, this is fun. And it's still fun, for sure, but a weird thing was no loot was dropping. Zero, I think, potions, money, and that was it. Unless I found a chest from an event that had like one or two pieces of gear in it, but the monsters did not drop a single piece of loot. And I'm like level 60, 61, somewhere in there. Yeah, 61. It says right there on the screen. Yeah, which was weird, because I was like, I need to get better gear, obviously. Eventually, I tried just hopping into a standard dungeon, and though that's where I ended up getting my first real like stream of loot to make my character better. So definitely do that after you hop into World Tier 4. As a quick aside, I finally found the Blood Maiden, who was way better than me, and I died. So I don't know what that buff does, what better loot means, or any of that, but finally found where you trade those heads in, and then it spawns with 3 heads, spawns this thing, and it only happens in World Tier 4, so I'm not sure why you get heads in World Tier 3 if it only spawns in World Tier 4, but that's the ranks, that's what happens, and then you die, even with a bunch of people that showed up to try and help me, and we all just died. At level 75, I decided to jump back into the pit and see, how this felt. And it was better than I thought it was going to be, given that everything is level 100 in here. I had a lucky shrine, which definitely helped, for sure, but it's super rippy. Like, an effect, like there's a poison ground, or you miss a single thing and you're probably dead. But closer than I was kind of expecting. Like, this is almost doable. Like, I would say maybe level 80 with a mediocre build, mediocre gear. I bet you could do this, which is what I'm definitely going to try on Season 4. So, finally, I got to level 76, which matches up with the character level that I have on live, and you can see at the bottom there 12 hours played, which, assuming that Blizzard has accurate numbers there, and it seems to be, then I jump over to the live game with my level 76 sorceress. So I'm comparing necromancer to sorceress, which are a little different, but I would say that the overall play style, they felt pretty similar. Like, I don't think the Necro was a full 10 hours better, just on the strength of the Necromancer, right? So, that's a 10-hour savings. I mean, you toss in maybe an hour or two for, class differences, but either way, I say, leveling Hell Tides was way better. Or the leveling in, Season 4 PTR was way better than it is in live. Way faster, way more streamlined. It felt like leveling 60 to 70 in Hell Tides felt pretty good. But I'm thinking around between level 70 and 75, I'm probably going to switch over to Nightmare Dungeons. And then do Nightmare Dungeons until I can attempt to do the pit, maybe at level 80. So that's probably what I'm going to do in live. Alrighty, so here's kind of the meat of what I am going to do for leveling once the Season 4 goes live. For 1 to 40 or 50, I'm going to do Hell Tides. And on that journey, I am going to do my class quests as soon as possible. And then I'm going to cherry pick whatever dungeons have appropriate or interesting codex powers. And then at level, whenever you can, level 40, between level 40 and 50, I'm going to do the capstone dungeon so I can jump up to World Tier 3. And I'm going to go back to Hell Tides and grind it out in the Hell Tides to, between level 60 and 70. And then jump to World Tier 4, do the capstone dungeon. And then between 70 and 80, I think it's transitioning to spamming Nightmare Dungeons. I liked it higher level than my character, but you'll have to see what feels good for your character. I'm going to have to see what works for me. Because you definitely want to have enough speed to make it efficient, because that's typically how a Diablo game works. You want to be running the highest difficulty dungeon that you can clear really quickly. And once, probably between level 75 and 80, I'm going to be hopping into the pit to see if I can clear it, because if I can cycle between the pit, Nightmare Dungeons, and Hell Tides, I think that'll be enough mix to keep me interested and intrigued all the way to max level. If the pit doesn't work, then you're kind of stuck doing Dungeons and Hell Tides, just spamming Nightmare Dungeons, higher level new character, and going to Hell Tides when you start to lose your mind. And with that, I think that'll wrap up this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a happy Friday, and please like and subscribe, and I hope you have a wonderful day.